Merhaba arkadaşlar. Şimdi şu görevi bir yapalım abi. A'ya gidiyoruz. Nerede A? Hızlıca ışınlanalım abi. Nereden en yakın gidiyoruz? Abi şurada. Burada yok. Önce buradan böyle geçeriz. Niye yavaşladın? Heh. Geç abi, geç. Gel oğlum. Bakalım nereden gidiyoruz? Buradan direkt aşağı.
Ya. Ya.
Yaklaş.
Ya. Ya.
Aldım, pardon. Geldik. Hemen şu adamı bulalım abi. Bu yok, bu değil, pardon. Bir dakika. Şimdi bir konuşalım ya.
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance? No.
Bu değil.
Farewell.
Enjoy it.
Pour me one. I'd like a bite to eat.
Good day to you.
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No.
Yok, bu da değil.
Good luck to you.
Neyse iyi.
Coming.
Burada.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Are you Carl by any chance?
I am. Why do you ask?
I've
Güzel.
heard that you're bound for the monastery.
Yes, it's true. But I've convinced my faithful guardian, Manfred, to give me a few more days of freedom. Mind you, he won't let me visit the brothel, so instead I'm devoting those days to the demon drink. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
My name is Henry.
Pleased to meet you, Henry.
Ben de memnun oldum. Hadi içeyim. Sen yeni benim olsun.
Let's have a drink.
A man after my own heart. The drink's on me. And will my guardian angel here join us in imbibing? No, he will not. Perish the thought. My dear lad, what a cross I have to bear. You know, after the tavern, we should pay a visit to some whores. But Manfred won't let me. Get rid of him. Good luck to you.
Ondan kurtulmam lazım.
My pleasure.
O da şuydu. Da bu.
Good day to you.
You're Manfred, the young lord's guardian?
Indeed I am. Why?
You must have a mighty thirst. Waiting here with him for days, just watching him get drunk, and not having a sip yourself.
There's no doubt I'd enjoy a drink. Heaven knows I deserve it. But if I dull my senses in the slightest, that road will surely get into mischief.
So let's drink together. And if you start to feel unwell, I'll keep an eye on him. Like you said, you deserve some fun.
I can see you're a reliable lad.
Güzel.
So what shall we have to drink? And while we're at it, why not have a little game? Your fame precedes you. You won't get the better of me. a day or two.
Enjoy it.
Why don't you?
Christ,
If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good. If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good. Not afraid of anything, eh? Not afraid of anything, eh? That's why it pays to be cautious. This'll be the one. What the hell's with these damn dice?
How much longer must I wait?
What's the matter? Forgotten how to count?
Keep coming right up.
That'll do me.
Here's to
Certainly.
a good harvest.
I'll catch you right away.
Not afraid of anything, eh? Ah, come on. It's time I had a throw. Ah, come on. It's time I had a throw. Use your
One
head,
ale
man.
here, please. Hey,
You'll lose everything.
where's my ale?
Ah, come on. It's time I had a throw. That's it. Your turn.
I've only got 2 hands. Coming.
service is a bit slow here today.
Not afraid of anything, eh? Finished.
Jesus, what do I have to do to get a drink?
Should I? Shouldn't I? No, I daren't. Remind me never to play with you.
Alright, alright.
A win at
What
last.
the hell?
Had
Pour me an ale.
Güzel. Ha, şimdi kurtulabiliriz.
Manfred's taken care of, just as you wanted.
Tamam abi,
Thank
bunu da
God.
hallettik.
He won't let me out of his sight for a second, and he's itching to get me in the monastery so he can head back home.
Why are you being sent to the monastery?
Like every lusty young lad, I'm fond of fair maidens, but I got too fond of one, and let's just say she was, indisposed for 9 months.
But they don't send you to the monastery for that.
They do when it's the daughter of the Lord of your feet.
Shit.
Shit is putting it mildly. The Lord of Vukovo was less than pleased. He knows he'll never marry off his daughter now, so he gave father a choice. Either pay him 1,000 groschen in compensation, along with my balls on a silver platter, or pay 1,000 groschen and put me away somewhere no one will ever see me again.
Why does your guardian never leave your side?
So I don't run away. Of course, I'm free to walk around, but he watches every step I take and won't stop until I'm behind the monastery walls.
Well, he's not watching you now.
What good is that to me when he has all the money, and even my saddle and riding cloak under lock and key?
Why don't you just run away?
Bear asked. What the hell would I do? I don't know how to work, I have no money, and that old bastard's even taken my cloak. He has me in the palm of his hand.
But there are poor people everywhere and they get by somehow.
If I have to choose between hunger and poverty on one hand and the monastic life on the other, I'm afraid the monastery wins. If I could only steal that old man's pouch, I'd be gone faster than lightning and no one would ever see me again.
Bunu da öğrendik. Ne? Bağımsız cüzdanı çal. Oha.
What if I entered the monastery instead of you?
What? Voluntarily?
You don't
Yan
look like
görürse
someone who
yapma.
wants to spend the rest of his days on his knees praying. Well, that's your problem. You could only enter the monastery if you know how to read and write, and if you have a special writ from the abbot. That's a letter confirming they know who you are and that they've accepted you. So you give me your writ. I'll just tell them on you. Manfred has the writ. You'd have to take it from him, but he only puts it down when he sleeps. So I'll steal it and then you can disappear. Disappear? Verance. What the hell would I do? I don't know how to work, I have no money, and that old bastard's even taken my cloak. He has me in the palm of his hand. But there are poor people everywhere and they get by somehow. If I have to choose between hunger and poverty on one hand and the monastic life on the other, I'm afraid the monastery wins. If I could only steal that old man's pouch, I'd be gone faster than lightning and no one would ever see me again. That's all then. Take care now.
Abi şimdi ne yapıyoruz? Mahvolun. İsteğe bağlı da yapmak zorundayız. Azıcık şuradan bir şey yapıyor. Görev olur mu? Tamam. Bayıtmamız iyi oldu abi. Yoksa alamazdık. Tamam, hızlıca gidelim şimdi. B'ye bir gidelim. Neredeymiş buraya? Ha, yakınmış. Ama şöyle biraz zamanı geçirtelim ya. Akşam pek bir şey görünmüyor ya. Tamam, neredeymiş? Böyle gidiyoruz, okey. Şunu da çıkar. Biraz şununla hızlıca gidelim. Neredesin çakıl? Ha, gel. Güzel abi. Hemen hallettik cüzdan işini. Ben bayıltmasaydım yakalanabilirdi. Bayıltma yöntemini kullandım bu yüzden. Hey. Sen alabilir misin? Bakalım.
I'm Carl. I'm supposed to enter as a novice.
We expected you sooner. Weren't you supposed to come here with your guardian? It's been so hectic lately, people will keep turning up out of the blue.
What of it? I'm here, aren't I?
Well, you're a bit bold, aren't you? Well,
Ha
Brothers will
şöyle.
soon knock that out of you. Well, we'll see. Can you read and write?
Sorry, I'm afraid not. I didn't know.
By the keys of St. Peter, what do you imagine we do here? Play dice all day? In the cloisters we read the Holy Scripture and transcribe books, and you come here without knowing how to read? Letter or no letter, I won't let you pass this door until you learn
Ha ne
what
bu
you
ya?
should know.
But I...
But me, no buts. There's no place in the Order of St. Benedict for illiterates. Go and learn to read. God be with you.
Okumayı öğreneceğiz abi. Nereden öğreneceğiz?
I've been practicing reading and I'm back. I'm ready now.
You think so? We'll soon find out.
Sorry, I'm afraid not. I didn't know.
By the keys of St. Peter, what do you imagine we do here? Play dice all day? In the cloisters we read the Holy Scripture and transcribe books, and you come here without knowing how to read? Letter or no letter, I won't let you pass this door until you learn what you should know.
But I...
But me, no buts. There's no place in the Order of St. Benedict for illiterates. Go and learn to read.
God be with you.
Neydi? Bak buraya geleceğiz abi. Şunu buraya bir geçelim önce. Oradan öğrenelim. Şu içeride mi acaba?
God save you.
I'd like to learn to read.
You? You don't look like the makings of a priest or clerk. But why not? I've taught all sorts. Bear in mind, it won't be all that easy. You'll need plenty of time and a few groschen for my trouble.
Alright. I don't want to waste time. We can get started. The sooner I master it, the better.
Very well. I will require some groschen from you though, and set aside at least a couple of days so I can put you through your paces, if indeed time is of the essence.
Here are your groschen.
Then we may as well start.
Hadi bakalım başlayalım.
Wake up, lad. It's time we were getting on. So, let's see you read a bit. There's a book here on the table. Try to read it.
Will I manage?
You ought to be able to. It's a simple text. Come back once you've worked your way through.
I've read the book.
Wonderful. So tell me, what have you learned?
There was something about some fellow and a goose.
Ah, Well, the main thing is you've managed to read the book. The rest is just practice. Only through a careful reading will you uncover the real meaning of the text. No book is written on a mere whim and without purpose. Like I told you, books are valuable, and the words that you place in them ought to be no less so.
Does that mean that I can read them?
Yes, you have the foundation. Remember, my boy, the pen is mightier than the sword. To fully learn your way around words will take a lot more reading yet. Now we'll move on to the second
Güzel.
which will be much harder. Many books are written in Latin, the language of erudite and religious men. If you really want to be able to read, there's no getting away from Latin. There's a book on the table with some text. Read it and then come back. You need not understand it, but you should master the letters.
I only just managed the fable about the goose, and now you're asking me to tackle Latin.
You're a clever lad. You'll manage.
I read the page.
So tell me, Distripule, what's written there?
Nullus est liber tam malus. Non liquor parte prosit.
Good heavens! Don't tell me you haven't had lessons before.
Güzel.
Excellent. Well, there's nothing more I can teach you. Congratulations.
Umarım öğrendik. Şimdi soru çıkmaz yani o
Thank you,
oraya gidince.
Domine. I'm feeling a lot wiser.
Başka öğrenmiyor yazıyor. Bir bakalım. Ha yok, tamam, bu kadar. Ha, şimdi görev yerine gidebiliriz. Olmuştur herhalde büyük ihtimalle. Atımızı da çağıralım. Tamam. Hemen buraya hızlıca gidelim abi. Şu görevi de halledelim. Biraz uyuyalım. Enerjimiz yerine gelsin. Takatımız. Bir dakika. Evet. Gel oğlum. Nasıl bilmiyorsun ya? Bakın öğrendik abi. Oraya mı çıkacağız biz? Ha, burada.
I've been practicing reading and I'm back. I'm ready now.
You think so? We'll soon find out.
Naturally.
Heh,
I wouldn't
şimdi
be here
oldu.
otherwise.
Çok
So
güzel.
then, are you ready to enter the order of Saint Benedict and renounce forever the temptations of this world?
I am.
Then you must rid yourself of all your worldly possessions. Sell them or give them to the poor and needy or donate them to the monastery. You may not enter this place burdened by worldly goods. Inside the gatehouse is a trunk in which you will find monk's robes. Put away all your possessions and dress yourself in the habit. Then you may rest a while I go and see the prior to arrange matters for your acceptance. Take care.
Ha, burada mı?
Who's there?
Güzel.
Strange feeling being without all of that.
Bunu da böyle koyalım.
Didn't realise how much I've grown used to it.
Everything's prepared. It's time for you to take your vows.
Do I really have to wear this?
You'd better get used to it. You'll be wearing it for the rest of your life.
Ne oluyor? Namaz mı kılacağım? Aha bu da burada. Geç böyle diyor. Bu adam buraya nasıl sızmış değil mi ya? İlginç.
Brothers in Christ, we have gathered here today to welcome a new novice into our midst. Dear brother, forget your former life and embrace your new vocation in the community of the monks of St. Benedict. Opus Dei, obedientia, ob probria, the service of God, obedience, and endurance of all discomfort. These are the cornerstones and succor of our order, which on this day shall become your own. Suscipe me, Domine, secundum eloquium tuum et vivam, et non confundas me.
Nasıl açılacağız ya acaba? Dedi yani bu adamın dediği kişi bunu. Ha, Hacı abi dediğimiz. Beyaz sakalı. Aha.
Suscipe me, Domine, secundum eloquium tuum vivam, et non confundas me ab expectatione me.
Accept your new name, Brother Gregor, and wear it with honor.
Gregor mu?
Welcome, brother.
Hoş bulduk. Hoş geldin kardeşim. Bakalım ne yapıyoruz?
Welcome, brother. I am Antonius, a novice like you. I've been instructed to guide you around the monastery and tell you what you can expect and what your duties will be.
Bak bak bak. Oo, Tinder'e.
Thanks for helping me out during the ceremony. I had no idea what I was supposed to do.
You don't know Latin, do you? Don't worry. Work in the scriptorium will teach you fast enough. Why exactly are you here? Was it your choice? Or did someone force you to come?
I haven't quite got my bearings yet. Could we talk about it later?
Very well. I'll leave you alone for now. But don't fret. You'll find your feet soon enough.
Let's go then.
Good. But before we do, here's a letter directly from the prior telling you all your regular duties from tomorrow onwards. Make sure to read it this evening, so you know how things work. Right, we can go now. Follow me closely. I'll explain everything as we go. Remember one word: discipline. It's your job to work and pray. You serve the Lord now, not your own bodily needs. Peace be with you, brother. This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. You'll find a free bed there, which is now yours. Do you know the first thing the monastery taught me? To appreciate sleep.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery. What can you tell me about the novices here?
What can I say? You're here to demonstrate your devotion to God and to live a monastic life.
Bak başka bir.
After a year, you can make your vows and become a fully fledged brother.
I meant something specific about the brothers that are here.
But you know them yourself. Yodok is an odd one, but he's diligent and eager. Perhaps too eager. Siskin is good company, but a bit too worldly for a monk. Antonius is hard-working and will help with anything, but prays less than he ought. Lucas is as quiet as a mouse, and no one knows much about him. And then we have you, about who I know nothing.
Who's in charge of things around here?
Abbot Peter is the administrator of the monastery, but you won't see him. He's always traveling, and on top of that, he's old and infirm. Perhaps the good Lord will bless him with many more years of life.
And what happens when the old abbot dies?
Then we elect a new one.
Are there any candidates to be the new abbot?
Yes, there are. Brothers John and Nevlas. Cursed elections. Since the brothers began talking about them, there's only been strife in the monastery. On one side are brothers who'd like to see John as abbot. On the other, those who support Nevlas. And they seem to be capable of fighting about it forever.
Tell me about John.
John is a Circate, and the oldest brother here. It would be only natural if he took the crosier from Peter. He has experience, merit, and composure. He'd lead the monastery wisely.
I'd like to know about Nevlas.
Nevlas manages the monastery's property. He doesn't have the most experience, but his drive and heart are pure, his faith firm, and his ideas rational. Although perhaps he's too keen to change our routines here, which many brothers don't like.
Why does it matter so much who wins?
Because the future direction of the monastery hangs in the balance. The younger brothers feel they have to work more than their superior brothers, and that some brothers are more concerned with their own comfort than with worshipping God. The older brothers take a different view. They say the younger monks want privileges they haven't earned, and each side has its own candidate.
I thought politics weren't part of the monastic way of life.
You're right, but we know nothing besides the monastery. and the abbot's decisions can influence our entire life. Some of the brothers take it very personally.
Who would you like to be the new abbot?
Definitely Nevlas. Although he's young and less experienced, his heart and intentions are pure.
What are the roles of the various monks here?
Well, the abbot is the head, but he's not here now. Then there's the prior and the sub-prior, the librarian, the porter, and many others. As a novice, you should be particularly mindful of the circators. They're the ones who maintain discipline and punish bad behavior.
Can you leave the monastery?
Where would you go? You have everything you need here. Anyway, all the doors here are closed and locked tight, so no one can get in or out.
I'm interested in the monastery's history.
It was founded by Saint Procopius 500 years ago. After his death, heretics occupied the place for some time, but then the order was restored, and brothers of the true faith returned.
Heretics, you say?
They wanted to worship God with some foreign rituals, in a language foreign to God. They were driven away, and their books burned.
Can you tell me something about the rule of St. Benedict?
7 centuries ago, Saint Benedict of Nursia wrote a collection of monastic rules, which we still follow today. They are read at every meal. The fundamental precepts are obedience, work, and prayer. We are fully devoted to serving God. The outside world, beyond the monastery walls, is foreign to us.
Do you never want to know what's going on out there?
And what should be going on? The sky is just as blue, and the grass is just as green. Perhaps the rulers change, but the greatest ruler of them all will remain unchanged throughout the ages.
Tell me something about life here.
Prayer, work, obedience. That just about sums it up.
Are there ever any disagreements between the brothers?
Unfortunately, yes. The biggest quarrels right now are about the election of the new abbot. I can already see poor Peter in his grave.
Tell me something about electing the abbot.
The old abbot is practically on his deathbed. There are 2 candidates. Half the monastery wants John, the other half Nevlas, and there's no chance they'll come to an agreement. But you've probably already noticed the atmosphere around here.
Listen, brother. Is there anyone in the monastery who can help me get hold of something, well, something that's not so readily available?
Oh, yes? And what sort of thing are you talking about, exactly? Forget about it, brother, and focus on prayer and work.
I'm Gregor and I'm new here.
I know. I saw you in the church during the ceremony. I have a feeling we'll be meeting again soon, and often. You see, I'm a cicator.
What does that mean?
I make sure everyone observes the rule, does their work, and that everything is the way it should be.
And when it's not the way it should be?
Well, then we're authorized to mete out punishment. But certainly you won't require correction, will you, brother?
About you in the election. Will you tell me more about it?
Ask me anything you want.
Tell me something about Nevlas.
Nevlas is weak and toothless. He's full of hot hair. How anyone could think he'd make a good abbot is beyond me. Enough. I don't even want to hear his name.
I'd like to know what's going on here.
Well, the young brothers feel they don't have the same rights and responsibilities as we, who have spent much of our lives here. And what of it? Privilege needs to be earned. Nevertheless is lying when he says he wants to right wrongs. All he cares about are benefits for himself and his cronies.
Thank you for answering. I'd like to ask you something about the monastery. About you in the election. Will you tell me more about it?
Ask me anything you want.
I'd like to help you if I can.
There is something you could do. I am convinced Nevlus must have done something that would greatly damage him if everyone found out. If he was preaching water and drinking wine, for example.
So I should dig something up on him and tell you about it?
Exactly. But I doubt you'll have any luck. Nevlus is too cunning and careful to give anything away.
Once I find something out, I'll tell you. Thank you for answering.
Time flies.
My name's Gregory, a novice.
You can call me Siskin. But are you here of your own free will, or is this a punishment? Although it's not important. Welcome to Purgatory.
Did you say purgatory?
You'll see soon enough. Soon enough.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer not to talk about my past.
Very well. I won't ask.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer not to talk about my past.
Are you hiding something? Why are you so reluctant to tell me anything about yourself?
I'm hiding a lousy past that I'd rather forget. I hate to think of all I lost when they stuck me in here. And also because I really hate the question, aren't you the son of the famed Sir Smil Slashka Padlevich? I was rich and I had everything. But then my father began to feel his time approaching, so he decided to send a son to the monastery. And, being the youngest, a lot fell on me. I've no head for managing the estate, and they said I'd squander it. Can you imagine? Me, in a monastery. So I took what coin I could from home with me, so I didn't lose out completely.
But you didn't have to come here if you didn't want to.
No, not if I didn't mind being left to beg alms by the city gate.
Güzel.
I had one choice, the monastery or nothing. Could it come to that after my father's death so big? To get rid of me while he's still alive?
What's your plan with this treasure?
To get out of here as soon as I can. I'll wait another year or two until my hot-headed brothers cool off a bit, then I'll take the silver and run off somewhere, far, far away from here.
They must have realised you robbed them.
I donated some of the silver to the monastery when I came in, just to piss them off. I can just see my my siblings, arguing with the abbot to give it back.
And you stashed away the remainder?
Indeed so.
That's all I wanted to know.
Please, keep it to yourself. Especially the part about the coin.
It occurred to me you might be the man to ask. I'm looking for some lockpicks. Do you know anyone in the monastery who could help me?
Lockpicks, eh? I won't ask what for. My advice is to try Brother Solarius.
What is it, brother?
I need to make a confession.
I'm no priest, but tell me what you've done. It's probably nothing to worry about.
I'm here in the monastery looking for a thief. He had a hand in burning down the Neuhof stud.
You don't say. And who are you to take such an interest?
That's not important.
Why are you telling me this anyway? What do you want from me?
Perhaps you could help me find him?
The missing thief? If I knew anything, I'd tell you, but I suppose it must be one of the novices. I've only recently heard about the Neuhof incident. All the other brethren have been here much longer than that.
I know. Aside from me, there are only 4 novices. Still, I don't know which one he could be.
3. Please, leave me out of it. And you're right that it could be any one of them. No one knows anything about loopholes. Siskin might be a lot of things, but a monk isn't one of them. And Yodok is a slimy worm. It wouldn't surprise me if he was behind that massacre. Actually, the more I think about it, the less I like that Yodok. He's a treacherous rat who'd do anything to get in
Başka
someone's
bir
good.
ben bunu şey sanıyordum.
Thought of Yodok at Neuhof.
Bize bir görev
chills up my
veriyordu ya.
spine.
Şunun icabına bak diye anlatırım gibisine. Heh şurada.
Maybe you're right. It's not a pretty thought. Thanks for your help, and please don't say a word to anyone.
Don't fret, my friend. Your secrets are locked inside my lips. What is it, brother?
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's not much to tell. I lived in Vlashim, and after my father died, I found out I wasn't much of a merchant. So I left the shop to my brother and decided to become a monk. It's peaceful here. There's food and lots of time to read.
So you chose to come here?
It may seem strange, but I'm one of the few novices that did. I might be the only one. The truth is, the idea of spending my life in a monastery was more appealing than being cooped up in a greasy old shop.
I know you're pious. The man I've been looking for.
So you're finally sure? Tell me, Gregor, or Carl, or whatever your true name is. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. I'm not sure what I should do.
Well, at least you're prepared to think and not just play bloodhound for a pack of nobodies. And I'm glad you have your doubts.
I don't want to be like the people I'm looking for. If I have to kill, it should be for a reason, not because I enjoy it.
You know, we're both pawns in someone else's game. They have plans for us, but we don't have to let them use us. We can just forget all about it and go our own way. I was abandoned, and I was at Nyhof. I've robbed and stolen, but I swear to God I've never in my life slain innocent people. What I saw at Nyhof made me realize my life was worth shit, but I still had a chance to change for the better. Here in the monastery I've had plenty of time to think things over, but then you showed up and fucked it all up.
So the evildoer changes his ways and finds God. What exactly are you proposing?
Both of us can leave this place. You can go back to your people, and I can go somewhere where I can live out my life in peace, and no one will try to kill me. If we work together, we can both get what we want.
You deserve to die, and I'm happy to be the one to kill you.
I'm sorry to hear that. I thought we could come to an agreement that left both of us alive. But since there's no convincing you, I'll settle for just me.
Gel buraya.
Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat actually. Yeah!
you meant... Hey!
Something to eat.
What you meant to be in the monastery?
Look at you, lover boy.
What now? Should we take a walk?
You don't give up, do you? Well, let me think. It's getting too late now. But if you pick me up during the day, I'll be glad to take a walk with you.
As her ladyship commands?
You jester.
God damn it, my stomach hurts. God damn it, my stomach hurts. Don't you start. Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, actually.
Look at you, lover boy.
What now? Should we take a walk?
You don't give up, do you? Well, let me think. And where would you care to go?
How about the tavern? They do a fine beer in that time.
So that's what you call a walk then? Sitting down and filling your gullet? I'd rather take a proper walk.
What if we took a stroll along the river?
Why not? That sounds lovely. Shall we go?
Let's go.
Hadi gidelim bakalım.
That was a good idea to go for a walk. Not that I don't like the mill, but you get tired of it, so I'm glad you took me out. I'd love to see the markets in Prague one day. Have you ever been to Prague?
No, I haven't. I have been in Kuttenberg, but Prague must be much bigger.
I've heard it's pretty smelly though.
Yeah, so many people in one place. So many assholes.
It's disgusting. I'd love to listen to that young preacher, Jan Hus. They say he preaches in the common tongue. Everyone's talking about it.
I bet he's just handsome. That's why the women dote on him.
You're a right one.
Yanlış
Preacher
seçtik.
doesn't need good
Hana
looks.
gidelim dedik ya. Orada yanlış hata
What
yaptık.
about that fine fellow at St.
Tabii ki
James?
böyle
I know full
manzaralı
well why
yerlere
all the
gidelim.
girls have started going to
Değil
confession.
mi?
And you have too. So don't give me any of that.
You scoundrel. Well, all right. I admit I find him handsome. But that doesn't make me a bad Christian.
Never dare to suggest such a thing.
Tell you what. Let's not dawdle. Last one is a slimy slug.
Koş kız, koş kız, koş.
Must eat.
That was fun. Sit down here next to me, Hal. And what about you? I heard you're helping Sir Radzig.
Sir Radzig has me running a few errands. I have to say, he always treats me well, and I make a wage.
So you've had your turn of luck. What's it like serving nobility?
Oh, it's endless luxury, money, banquets, games stuffed with other games.
A chicken stuffed with a frog?
You know, that's nothing compared to a frog stuffed with a chicken.
A goat stuffed
with a pig?
Aşkımızla da buluştuk. Ama şu üstümüzü, silahımızı almamız lazım. Nasıl alacağız yani? Yani nasıl bulacağım orayı ben?
Oh, Henry, what am I going to do with you? Wandering the land, turning innocent girls' heads.
What? I hope your knees didn't buckle too.
Don't fool yourself, my lad. You're not that much of a catch. But now I have to go.
Can I go with you?
Just a little way. I don't want anyone to gossip.
Görüşürüz.
Thank you for coming with me. Please come and see me again.
Ha, manastır. Heh, buradaydı bizim evlisi falan. İşte bunlar. Hepsini. Şimdi nereye gidiyoruz biliyor musun? Direkt şuraya geçeceğiz. Güzel, her şeyimizi aldık. Şimdi daha iyiyiz.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This looks like the place they were talking about.
Güzel. Bunu da yaptık. Bir yatalım şöyle. Geldiler sanırım.
Morning, sunshine.
Hope we didn't wake you.
Listteki adama çok benziyor değil mi bu?
Did you have to sneak up on me like thieves?
We are thieves. Besides, we had to make sure you weren't followed, or trying to lead us into a trap. But enough of this chit-chat. Let's get down to business. We heard there was
Kilisedeki adama bunu benzettim. Hani dövmüştük ya öldürüp.
Question is,
Yani manastırda işte kilisede mi bakmıyor. Bendeyse.
did you do that job we agreed?
Do you think I'd be sitting here if I didn't do it?
How should I know? The world's full of idiots.
It's done.
You've got proof?
Ha, iki de zarı aldık bak.
You had this on me.
Aye.
İyi ki de hani almadan geç.
What did you do with
Yani iyi ki de aldık yani. Almasaydık kötü olurdu.
I left it where it was. What else could I do?
So, they lose a monk and find a corpse. How long do you reckon it'll take them to put two and two together?
Well, it's not like I was planning to make a career in Rome.
Fair enough. Soon it won't matter anyway.
What now?
What now? You did your job. Welcome. We need people like you.
But what do you need people like me to do?
I'm just a crimp. All I do is recruit. Now you get to go to our camp and find out everything you need to know.
Where?
Are you seriously telling me you didn't know it's the camp? Not too observant, are you? Well, there's a hill above Sasso, and on top there's an old abandoned fort. Only it's not as abandoned as it used to be. That's where the camp is. Go there and report to a fellow by the name of Eric. Tell him Kozliak sent you.
And they'll let me in just like that?
Good point. I almost forgot. At the gate, show them the special dye you took off Pius. That's our sign.
That's all?
That's all. You'll learn everything you need to know at Brannick. And hurry up. I've got a feeling there's something being planned.
Güzel. Buraya gitmem lazım. Buraya gitmem lazım. Buraya gitmeden olmaz abi. Rapor edeceğiz. Yani yanlış bir şey yapmayalım. Adamın gözünden düşmeyelim yani. Doğru değil mi? Geç. İsteğe bağlı yazdığına bakmayın. Kesinlikle söylemem lazım. Şimdi tamam, yukarıda gösteriyor. Okey. Buradan da böyle. Şurada bir yerde mi? Heh, buradayım.
Sir, I have news, and I'm sorry to say it's nothing good.
After everything that's happened, you have even worse news.
İşimizi yaptık mı yaptık daha. Ne kızıyorsun abi sen ya? Ne tehlikelerden geçtik biz.
You're full of good cheer, aren't you? What exactly will happen?
It seems the Pribyslavic's encampment was just the start, and they're far from defeated.
How did you find out?
I found a recruiting agent who worked for them, and let him recruit me.
Ah, God's holy hand. You never cease to surprise me, lad.
Ha şöyle iyi biraz ya. Bak ne tehlikelerden geçiyoruz.
What are those bastards want? And who the hell are they?
To hurt us? Conquer the region? I'm not sure yet, but I can find out.
How?
I'm one of them now. I have their secret sign. I know where their camp is. All I have to do is go and take a look.
That's out of the question. It's too risky.
Sire, compared to everything I went through to get this, it'll be child's play. I already passed their test, they trust me.
Then we'll have to attack them before things get out of hand. Ideally right now when they're not expecting us. Once we catch that mangy little shit, we can ask him nicely what he wants. Then again, before we attack, it would be useful to have a spy go and scout out how many of them there are and what they're up to.
I don't want you to take any unnecessary risks.
It's much less risky than our raid on Krivislavids.
All right then, Hal. Go there and find out how many of them there are, what their plans are, whatever you can. Don't stick your neck out too far.
Yes, sir.
Bak bizi düşünüyorlar. Yaz. Teşekkür ediyoruz. Güzel. Burayı da hallettik. Şimdi buraya gideceğiz. Ya bunlar hani haber vermemiz çok güzel oldu. Benim yatağım nerede? Oradan geçelim, yatalım, ondan sonra bakalım. Buradan böyle, tamam. Heh. Abi, yerimiz nasıl bir yerde yatıyoruz ya? Olsun abi, değil mi? Hiç çoktan iyidir. Şura mı? Burada kalalım arkadaşlar. Görüşmek üzere. Hoşça kalın.